Welcome to the LiftOneSelf podcast of Feeling for Healing. I'm your host, Nat. Today, let's talk about something we're all seeing play out in our world, how the rules bend and break for those with power, and more importantly, how we can maintain our emotional sovereignty in the face of it. Let me paint you a picture. We've all witnessed a CEO faces accusations of misconduct, gets a golden parachute, and lands another executive position within months. Meanwhile, entry-level employees face strict penalties for minor infractions. Or think about how certain public figures can spread misinformation without consequences, while others face immediate censure for speaking their truth. Working with clients through LiftOneSelf, I see the emotional toll this takes. Just last week, I sat with a client who discovered her company's leadership team had been secretly planning layoffs while publicly promising job security. The betrayal she felt was visceral. Yet here's where our work gets real. Let's take our first mindful moment. Place your hand on your heart if you can do so safely. Feel your heartbeat. When was the last time you felt that sense of different rules for different people? Notice the emotions rising, the frustration, the anger, the rage, maybe even some fear. Don't push them away. These feelings are your inner wisdom speaking. This is where emotional regulation becomes your superpower. Not to suppress these emotions, yet to channel them into personal growth. Through LiftOneSelf, I've developed 3 key practices that I want you to try this week. First one is the 2-minute feeling focus. When you encounter injustice, set a timer for 2 minutes. Feel everything without judgment. I mean, really feel it. Then ask yourself, what's this emotion trying to teach me? The second one is power pattern recognition. Start documenting instances where you see rules bending. Yet here's the twist. For each situation, write down one way you can strengthen your own integrity in response. Number 3, daily sovereignty statements. Create a personal declaration of emotional independence. Mine is, my worth isn't determined by external rules, yet by my internal truth. What's yours going to be? You know what's fascinating about emotional wealth? When we look at the patterns across different life experiences, whether someone's climbing the corporate ladder, running their own business, or serving in the public sector, there's this universal truth that emerges. The moment people start focusing on building their emotional wealth, something shifts. It's like watching a flower bloom. They stop being defined by the rules around them and start creating their own internal measures of success. I've witnessed this transformation countless times, and it never ceases to amaze me how universal this pattern is. The external circumstances don't change, yet their relationship to those circumstances, that changes everything. This isn't just theory. This is transformation in action. You see, the client I mentioned earlier, when she started applying these practices, something shifted. Instead of feeling victimized by her company's action, she used that energy to start documenting her achievements and exploring new opportunities. That's why on her side time, she launched her own consulting firm to start the transition of being empowered, of being her own entrepreneur. Doesn't mean it has to be your story, yet become empowered of creating the rules for your own lived experience. Let's do one more mindful check-in. Take a deep breath with me. Feel into your own power center. The rules out there might bend and break, yet your internal compass, that stays true when you honor it. Take another deep breath in and release. Here's your invitation for this week. Yes, I'm giving you homework, family. Share your sovereignty statement in our LiftOneSelf community using emotional sovereignty. Let's create a ripple effect of emotional empowerment. Remember, you don't have to play by their rules to win at life. You just need to stay true to your own emotional wisdom and keep building that internal wealth. Before we wrap up, here's your power practice for the week. Each morning, ask yourself, how can I honor my emotional truth today? Then share your insights on our LiftOneSelf community. I'll be there engaging with your responses. This has been another episode of the LiftOneSelf podcast. If this resonated, share it with someone who needs to hear it. And remember, true power isn't about bending rules. It's about building unbreakable emotional wealth. Thank you for being here. And until next time, keep feeling, keep healing, and keep lifting yourself. Remember to be kind and gentle with you. You matter. Hey, you made it all the way here? I appreciate you and your time. If you found value in this conversation, please share it out. If there was somebody that popped into your mind, take action and share it out with them. It possibly may not be them that will benefit, it's that they know somebody that will benefit from listening to this conversation. So please take action and share out the podcast. You can find us on social media, on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok under LiftOneSelf. And if you want to inquire about the work that I do and the services that I provide to people, come over on my website, come into a discovery call, LiftOneSelf.com. Until next time, please remember to be kind and gentle with yourself. You matter.